Aaron, I've got a pre-workout for you to try today. You just got to obviously open it and tell me what you think.
Cool, you super glued this or something?
No, it's normally quite easy.
Oh, what have you done? Missed time. Let's see this.
A mist of rage.
Look at that. Damn. Let's get at ya. Hello there guys, welcome back into yet another one with us Review Bros. You are warmly welcomed for this review, and it's going to be transparent, it's going to be honest, and it's going to be comprehensive as always on a product a lot of us know, CENTURION Labs, one of the old school timers. You know, they've been around in this business for a long time, and we bring you the newest pre-workout from their collection in the form of
God of Rage. They're doing all sorts of praise, aren't they? God of this, God of that. God of Rage is the one today, the latest iteration. Is it going to slap silly as we cover all those usuals?
taste, price, label, and primarily the effects in the real world in the gym, guys. How's it going to come together? Labels are just labels, all the rest of it, you know how it goes. I'm going to keep it 100% honest, as I mentioned. But if you're new here, guys, then please do this first for us. It does really help our channel, and we do appreciate it. Do first subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon to be notified of our free honest reviews per the week. Do like this video for the free information we're given. Do comment your thoughts below. Let's get some conversations going. Let's turn our channel into an open forum where we can all discuss pre-workout and the effects they have on each of us. Let's not keep you waiting. Let's get into this one.
Aaron for Prime Minister 2022.
Into that first segment of our reviews, guys, and that is the taste and mixability. And we start off with it because we think it's probably the least important, because you know what? Nick your pre-workout and get down the gym. That being said, when you're spending your hard-earned money, and there are some pre-workouts out there that also taste amazing, it is of some importance. It comes in 3 different flavours, doesn't it?
It comes in Gashing Grape, Peach Mango, which is the one we've got, and Legionnaire Limeade. So they all sound quite interesting and nice. So you will hopefully find one you like the look of.
Yeah, and this one smells nice in the air. When the mist comes out, it was very peachy in the air, weren't it?
Yeah. It looks a bit crystal-y in there actually as well, doesn't it?
It does, a bit of crystal meth. So a very, very, very slightly rounded scoop gets you that serving size of the 13.8 grams. Nice and transparent here. Let's see. It does smell nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, I will give it that. And we're not actually massive mango fans, but we are peach fans, so will the peach even out the mango-ness?
We will see.
Where are the lids?
I don't know, that would help, wouldn't it? Maybe I left them in the other room, I'll be back. Okay, so lids are back now. Do apologise for that cutscene. Let's see. Shake it with rage. We do have just a little bit of froth in there. It's difficult to tell with these
opaque,
white
isn't
ones,
it?
aren't they? Yeah.
Like you're mixing up talcum powder.
Hard to tell, very hard to tell. But
I'd say above average mixability.
I would say there's not a lot on the bottom at all, so it's a good start. Peach mango going down the hatch.
Pleasant, isn't it, actually?
Done well. No negatives to it. Tastes as desired. Tastes like peaches and mangoes.
Like you're drinking the peach juice from one of those tins of peaches with a mango hint to it.
There we go.
Nice and sweet, not really sour, no chemical undertone.
I'd like to say that it actually tastes pretty natural. Like you're actually getting the juices rather than an artificial peach mango flavour. Which
Which is ironic, really, because the ingredients are anything but natural, aren't they? Some of them.
Yeah, I've got a score in mind, do you?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1,
9
8 out of 10.
I think I've given it the 9 because it's just so doable. It's not offensive at all, is it?
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking more personal preference.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
In that realm. So we go 8.5 then?
Yeah, 8.5 out of 10. No complaints here. It's a good start to the review. let's get into the price of this product.
All right, we're going to talk price. So if you want to pick this up, head over to alphafitnesssupplements.net, where you'll find it on there for $44.99. And when you translate that over to pounds, it comes to £33.39, believe it or not. And what do we like about this tub?
We
Aaron?
like it because it comes in a generous and real 30 servings. So if you use this on an absolutely everyday basis, you're going to get a month's supply, which we do like. You know what? Where possible, thumbs up. You know, lovely, lovely jubbly. And it always brings these prices of the pre-workouts up, doesn't it? Very nicely. And I can tell you, guys, at home, US guys first, $1.50 per serving, which is very good. UK guys, swapping it over to us, here in Great British Sterling, it comes in at £1.11 per the go. Now, we have a consistent scale here at Review Bros. It puts everything across the entire universe pre-workout related on an even playing field. 5 out of 10, bang average for a pre-workout of today's caliber. This one comes in at a generous 6.5 out of 10. And I can tell you, it just misses a 7 by a penny, doesn't it?
Yeah, really on the edge.
So that is a secondary good point to this review. We are just praying at this point that the label and the effects make it a worthwhile pre-workout.
So at least you won't be raging about the price. All right, let's break down this label for you guys. So what we're getting in this 13.8 gram scooper. Well, we've got some basic vitamins at the top. You know, we're not going to touch on them. They're quite self-explanatory, just general bodily health function. First up, we'll get L-citrulline 2 to 1, 4 grams.
Which is a little bit on the lower end. I'm not going to deny it, guys. We'd have liked to have seen 6 to 8 grams. At the 2 to 1 ratio, we are going to be getting only, just under 3.
About 3, yeah.
About 3 grams worth of citrulline for the pumps, nitric oxide production and blood flow.
Yeah, we'll take it. Then we've got beta-alanine 3.2 grams.
Which is that clinical dose of beta for the itchy, tingly, paresthesia type feelings the pre-workout kicks in. And it also helps with endurance once you've built it up in the system.
Nice. Then we've got creatine monohydrate 3 grams.
Which is the lower end of the daily required amount, 3 to 5 grams being that amount. For pumps, endurance, strength output, all a bit of everything really.
Nice. Then we've got taurine 500 milligrams.
Would have liked to have seen that doubled, in absolute honesty. That being said, hydration is the primary key here, and we're going to get some focus and pump benefits from it.
Nice. Caffeine and hydrous 300 milligrams, micrograms.
Micros. About average for today's pre-workout standards, 3 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
Stimulation and energy.
Nice. Juglans Reader extract 200 milligrams.
Nice. Dubbed the DMHA of the natural world, potent stimulant. It really is dependent on how it's sourced and where it's been obtained from.
Sometimes companies put that on their label, but in truth they're using the synthetic version, but we'll touch on that in effects, what we think. Then we've got theobromine 200 milligrams.
The stimulation ingredient that's going to give you some mood elevation. 200 milligrams is a good amount.
Then we've got N-phenylethyl dimethylamine citrate 150 milligrams.
AKA Urea gerensis. Again, similar to the Juglans, has mild potency effects for stimulation and focus and mood elevation benefits.
Good dose. Then we've got Mucana pruriens L-dopa 100 milligrams.
AKA the anti-stress, anti-anxiety ingredient that's going to help you with the jitters and anxiety feels that can come from a strong stimulatory pre-workout.
Yeah, calm time. Then we've got choline bitartrate. Aaron, get ready to rip them a new one, 100 milligrams.
Yeah, it's one of the worst forms of choline. Even at 1,000 milligrams, we would be umming and ahhing about it, so it's 10 times lower than what we would have liked. It's been shown to have obviously those focus and nootropic benefits, but at 100 milligrams, it's probably not going to do anything.
Indeed. Then we've got hordenine HCl, hygenamine HCl, 50 milligrams and 25 milligrams respectively.
Fat burner effects, stimulatory effects, and in turn burning those fat cells for an instant source of energy.
Lovely. Huperzine A, 200 micrograms.
Dubbed the learning chemical guys for more focus and concentration, clarity, and clearing the air so you can crack on with your training session at hand.
Nice. No digestive aid. Will that hold it back? Looks like we're covering a decent amount, mostly around focus and energy low, right?
That moves us nicely into the effects of this product, the most important part of this and any other review. How does it work in the real world? And we blind test this stuff. What do I mean by that? When we take these products, we don't extensively look into the ingredients panel and go, yeah, this should do that, because sometimes that's just not the way the cookie crumbles. And we can have great sessions from shoddy labels and vice versa, great sessions from shoddy labels. I don't know if that's the famous way I
or
said it.
bad sessions from amazing labels.
Absolutely, you guys know that at home anyway, should you have any experience of pre-workouts. Let's start at the beginning. The beta-alanine, should it be in a product? It's normally the first thing that kicks in. And indeed, again, in this instance, it was to a respectable level, would you say?
Yeah, it's in at the 3.2 grams, the amount we look for, and it kicks in probably, you know, as you'd expect, around the 7 out of 10 on our tingle scale, our spidey senses scale. So it gives you that sense of urgency to get moving. And I would say after that is quite a nice smooth onset of energy, focus, and eventually a bit of highness as well, actually.
Yeah, highness comes in, and it's one of those ones that for myself, you said it, 45 minutes after taking it is probably when you want to start your training session rather than being too quick to activate this one. Some of these DMHA highness ones, they just do take longer to really get to the brain, get digested, all of the rest of it. And this one is no exception to that rule.
And having said that, we actually think it's real DMHA. We don't think it's some Jugglin's, you know, natty herb plant, anything like that. We think it is truly synthetic DMHA based on our experience.
Yeah, from that highness. But I would, however, put it at about 100 milligrams.
Yeah, it doesn't slap that
Absolutely hard.
Just hard enough to know.
It's an entry stim junkie product, and I'm throwing that forward, guys. I'm chucking it straight in the deep end at that. It's not the strongest pre-workout in the world, but it's absolutely not the weakest. I'd probably only take this one 3 or 4 times a week should I have it myself on a you know, as my standalone product.
It feels good. It feels nice and friendly. It like we said before, it doesn't feel like God of Rage. It feels like God of Friendliness because you're just like in a good mood, enjoying your training. But having said that, I'd say as you start, you know, as you get further into your training, that happiness starts to develop more into a dialed in sort of productive training feeling.
Yeah, and then as you come out the other end of your training session, your body does taper off. There's no denying it. There is a crash on this for us at least, but it's a kind of mellowed DMHA, smooth come down of a crash, if that makes any sense. It's not it's a case of you've killed your training session at hand. The body is tired. I'm tired now.
Yeah,
but
you don't hit a brick wall, do you? You're
No.
more just like go into second gear almost.
And the brain still keeps firing. I feel like I couldn't actually fall asleep, but it's definitely a crashy type product, as DMHA products are.
Tying in with that, so if we had to say there's any negatives, I mean, if you could even class these as negatives, just things to note really, but you are a bit more thirsty than average on this, so you will get through your water bottles during training. What was the other thing we discussed down the negative line? Oh, we've already covered that with a mild crash.
Slight appetite suppression. I could eat, there's no denying that. Obviously, guys, the positive for this is no alpha yo chill sweats, jitters. It's quite I would call it quite a smooth transitional pre-workout. Everything about it is quite smooth, other than maybe a slightly harsher crash than we would have desired. It reminds us of pre-workouts like Decimate, but more friendly, Superhuman Extreme with more of a friendly-esque take on the DMHA. As I mentioned, probably at about that 100 milligram dosage, so there is some euphoria. Starts off with that friendly side, the mood elevation side, and I would say almost develops into a more angry side. Not necessarily rage, but more of a
targeted focus on the training style feel.
So looking at the 3 elements of a pre-workout we want, focus, pumps and energy, we've decided that the focus is its best element.
/ mood elevation.
Its energy is its second, at a strong but probably towards daily driver, stepping into stim junkie realm energy. And then pumps are the weakest, but they were still okay.
Yeah, as we expected, you know, it's not really got too much in here for pumps other than a bit of citrulline, and, you know, if you want to class creatine and taurine as pump elements, then go for it. But you'll just get pumps from where you got that mind-muscle connection and you're enjoying your training, really, so...
Yeah. So who's this for? Someone who's looking to step into a stim junkie world.
Yeah, it's a good starter.
Yeah, it's a bit too strong to use as a daily driver, in our honest opinion.
From that highness feel.
Simply because of the DMHA, take that out and it's daily all day long. It's a solid pre-workout, guys. What would we give it out of 10? Honestly, absolutely speaking, full across the border, 8.5 out of 10?
Yeah, like we said, there's no real negatives, no nasty, horrible negatives that would put us off you ever using it again. But it's just in that nice sweet spot, isn't it?
Yeah,
it really does tick
what
boxes.
would bring it up a bit more? Probably no crash, or at least a bit less crash, maybe a little bit more energy, and perhaps a bit more pump.
Yeah.
Those for us are the little bits and pieces. 8.5, as you can see, is still a very good score.
Yeah.
So it's definitely one to watch. And also, actually, we don't normally mention this in the effects section.
I was just going to say that as well. Tell them.
The price is definitely worth it.
Yeah, I'd pay that all day long for this effects.
30 servings at that $1.50 a go, or £1.11 for UK. That is very good.
And I'll go one further and I'll actually say, you know, it tastes great as well. So that's always nice. You know, you're not going to hate drinking it.
So I'd say this is actually a very, very all-rounder pre-workout.
Price, taste, effects.
Yeah, very worthwhile. So that's chucking every card on the table for you guys to assess. Let us know in the comments below if you've tried this or anything else from Centurion Labs. If you tried God of War or any of the other products, let us know. Especially with this one, we want people to come along to the channel and read a full picture of people's experiences, and that
the
is
full
key.
painting, like you say.
Absolutely, and it's at this stage, guys, we thank you for watching along. As always,
Stay
stimmed, and this will do it. Cheers for watching.